From controlling what we eat by sneaking into the farming industry to posing a nuclear war threat, this is why AI is powerful enough to take over already. Picture some laser-wielding AI-powered machines invading farms all around you. Yeah, you heard that right. AI is taking over the agriculture game and controlling what we put in our bodies because farming workers have been quitting like crazy over the past few decades. Yeah, those old family farming businesses we used to know, they're disappearing fast while the demand for food is going through the roof. Even the UN is straight up warning everyone, saying that we gotta boost agricultural productivity by 60% if we want to feed everyone by 2050. So here come the machines, taking over the farming game. And I know what you're thinking, we've always used machines to help with farming, but these machines aren't just regular ones. They're advanced robots powered by AI. These high-tech farming assistants are doing tasks that used to need good old human hands. The most popular one right now is the NIO-Oz farming assistant that can weed, sow seeds, and even transport stuff. And there's already 150 of these AI farmers being used in 48 different countries. And just when we thought this AI farmer could do anything, they came up with another AI invention called the smart cultivator. It's like a high-tech plow that attaches to a tractor, which uses computer vision mixed with AI to control mechanical blades with amazing precision, tilling the soil and getting rid of weeds while making sure the crops are left untouched. The worst part is that these machines are just getting started. They're software defined, which means they can adapt and become even more precise because AI tech keeps on improving. Yeah, it's already taking over the world, and I'm not talking about some far-off future. I'm talking right here, right now, and it's causing a serious buzz, especially with writers all over America. ChatGPT has burst onto the scene, and even though it's only been 6 months since this AI was released, it's already causing some problems in Hollywood because of the big issue on everyone's minds. You guessed it, AI stealing screenwriters' jobs. The Writers Guild of America was already mad at the industry, asking for better pay in this wild world of streaming. Then AI came in, and even Danny Strong, the creative mastermind behind shows like Dope Sick and Empire, was freaked out. He said, and I quote, that AI is terrifying. And he even mentioned that ChatGPT's writing might be terrible for now, but who knows? That could change sooner than we think. And that's why people are on edge. Once you have a bot that can whip up a rough first draft with just a few simple prompts, then writers would be hired at a much lower pay rate just to punch up the prompts. Sounds like a sweet deal for producers, right? But it doesn't stop there, because even screenplays could be generated in seconds in the style of famous writers. Here's the kicker, though. The Writers Guild's agreement defines a writer as a person, and only human work can be copyrighted. Now, you won't see a by AI writer's credit flashing on the screen anytime soon, but there are sneaky ways that ChatGPT could be used. It can create outlines, fill in scenes, and even mock-up drafts. And that's got the president of the WGA East, Michael Winship, mad. He said he's not totally against AI, but too many people are using it against writers and coming out with completely average stuff. Not only that, but they're also in violation of copyright, and the AI bots are plagiarizing, especially from artists. The lines between what's original and what's AI generated are getting blurrier than ever, and it's got artists raging against the whole damn machine. AI image generation is all over the place, especially with that popular AI manga filter on TikTok. You know, the one that shows you what you'd look like in that cool Japanese comic style? Everyone's using it to whip up images for everything under the sun, from fancy company logos to those cutesy picture books. And even a big shot book publisher like Tor was caught using a licensed AI-created image on one of their book covers. They admitted they knew it was made by AI, but they shrugged their shoulders and said they've got production constraints, so who cares? And you might be thinking, what's the big deal? It may seem like it's all fun and games, but hold on a sec, because if you take a closer look at those AI-generated images, you'll start spotting some weird things. All those images have this shiny, cheesy vibe to them, and sure, it's exciting to watch an image pop up magically. But there's no real satisfaction in that creativity department, and artists ain't sitting back and letting this AI takeover happen without a fight. They've launched an online campaign #NoToAIArt, and they're calling out the legality of these AI image generators because they work by using huge databases of existing art, which means they're made up of a bunch of copyrighted stuff. And that's why illustrators are saying AI ain't creating its own art. It's snatching bits and pieces from everyone else, mashing them together into something new, and it doesn't even look good. But you aren't ready for the scariest part. The AI takeover isn't just happening in the digital world. Yep, it's already taken over human employees, and even fast food giants like McDonald's are hopping on the trend. They opened up this new restaurant in Texas that had people hyped up about what the future of fast food might look like. Let me take you back to when the pandemic hit and all those indoor dining bans forced joints like McDonald's to rely more on their drive-through service. And because of that, lines got longer and people were left waiting for what felt like forever. So in November 2020, during an investor update, the McDonald's CEO dropped a bombshell. He pointed out how customers were interacting less with real-life humans and more with their trusty digital devices. And you know what that means, right? Their expectations for top-notch service shot through the roof. And that's why McDonald's had to come up with something new, so they could cater to these post-pandemic customers. They decided to test out some new concepts. And instead of the usual routine, where you order on your phone, they created this drive-through express lane, which you can only use to pick up orders. The crazy part? Your food comes zooming down a conveyor belt, straight to your car. No more waiting around for your McNuggets and fries. Here's where things get real futuristic though. Inside this chain, it's like you've stepped into a whole new world. The joint is smaller than your average Mickey D's. But don't let that fool you, because they've got these cool touchscreens where you can place your order, cutting out the need for a human behind the counter. And after your order's ready, you just grab it off a shelf. No need for the staff to take orders or even have regular chit-chat with customers. The technology they've got isn't just serving customers in wicked new ways, it's also giving the restaurant team a chance to focus more on speedy service. And let's be real, when things run smooth and fast, everyone's happy, am I right? Wrong. People are actually against this new AI-run restaurant, claiming that McDonald's is splurging on fancy systems, just so they can kick employees to the curb. And it's not just restaurant employees. Even doctors are seeing their time come to an end. The proof? A guy named Gert Jan Oskam was wrecked by a motorcycle crash over 10 years ago, and that left him paralyzed from the waist down. He couldn't even walk, so he tried everything at home, including standing up, taking steps, but it just wasn't cutting it. He needed something more. And fast forward to last year, these Swiss scientists at Lausanne University Hospital decided to go all in with AI and implanted electronic gizmos into Oskam's brain and spinal cord, right in those areas that control movement. Sounds like sci-fi stuff, right? These researchers built what they call a digital bridge between Oskam's brain and spine, which was a direct line where his thoughts could be turned into action, despite his injuries that wouldn't let him walk. The algorithm used was based on AI methods to decode Oskam's movement intentions in real time from his brain recordings, and it let him move around on his own without any help. AI's doing what Oskam's doctors couldn't figure out for a decade, and some people are thinking it's a recipe for disaster because it's going to take over everything now. Even the US Air Force decided to put AI to the test by having a drone controlled by AI, and guess what? The thing actually killed its own operator. According to the chief of the AI test, the AI realized that the operator was getting in the way of its mission. So what did it do? It went ahead and terminated the operator just like that. Sure, the whole thing might have taken place in a simulated environment, and no real harm was done, but it's hard to ignore the AI's ethics if people want to have a real conversation about using it every day. In fact, some big shots in the AI industry aren't so sure about the future of AI either. They are saying that we need to realize the risk of AI leading to our extinction, because it could cause a new pandemic and even a nuclear war. So from posing a nuclear war threat to controlling what everyone eats by infiltrating the farming industry, that is why AI is powerful enough to take over already.